Hello, everyone. This is Chelsea Perry, clinical hypnotherapist, past life regression specialist, and QHHT Level 2 practitioner. And today I want to share something a little different with you. This video that I am uploading that you are listening to is something that the higher self requested of a QHHT client. They requested that she begin channeling, and they opened up that channel during this session. And so that has been a side project we have been working on, as requested, to have a facilitator to assist with this process. And normally these types of things that come up don't get shared very often, and it's not something that I talk about much because this is for the client. However, she's given me permission to share this information with you today because I feel like it has importance for a lot of people in what's happening in the world today. So as she's channeling, she is channeling her higher self, but also her guides. The guides are assisting her with bringing forward information of anything that's going on at the time and information that just helps humanity. So for this information that she was pulling forward, we asked about the Schumann resonance and what's happening for people right now. There's a lot of people reporting that they are getting sick, that they have things they can't shake, things that aren't making sense, but it's causing a lot of physical chaos with their bodies and with the world around them. And so the Schumann resonance has been off the charts. It has been very unusual. It's not its normal patterns, and people are feeling it. You know, whether they understand where it's coming from or not, it's definitely been something that's been a major shift. And so as she's channeling, we got the opportunity to ask about what's happening and what we can do about it, or so that we can better understand what's going on so that we can do something about it to assist in moving through this energy and these shifts that are happening. So I hope you take the time to listen to this, and I hope it resonates, because it was just really nice to have the opportunity to get answers, to make some peace with what's going on right now. And a lot of times when we can take that fear away from the unknown, it helps us settle into a more comfortable place and release the things that we're holding on to out of fear, even if we're not aware we're doing it. So I hope you enjoy. I want to ask them if they can explain to you what's going on at this time.
The earth energy is evolving.
And why is that affecting us now so strongly?
There's a changing of times, heightening of consciousness, finding equilibrium and balancing things.
And why is it spiking so much now?
There's somewhat of a purging of energy going on, an imbalance of power, a purging that needs to happen in order for things to balance themselves out. It is the earth's natural way of finding balance or equilibrium, I don't know.
Why is that affecting humans and causing medical issues all of a sudden?
Because you're energetic beings.
And what can we do to make it easier so that we are not so strongly affected?
Grounding with nature and elements. Connecting to your inner guidance.
And how does this make it easier on the body?
There is something to remember about why you chose to come at this point in time, and the things that you are going through and the adjustments that are happening in your body, whether medical issues, feeling ungrounded, mental health issues. These things are arising for a reason, to be cleared and to give you information.
What kind of information?
This is more about soul growth and understanding of duality. This is why you will see some people go through a harder time than others.
And what causes that? The harder time for some?
Some souls have a different calibration than others, a different energy frequency, and they know this coming in. The changing of the energy will affect them in different ways, but they are more than aware of this. Most likely not consciously aware at this time, but upon choosing this life are very consciously aware of the dynamic shifts that will take place. This is to learn different things about yourself, how your body works, how your soul works, in order for you to gain self-realization.
And how does that benefit us to gain this realization? What can we do with it moving forward?
Some people use it in different ways. Some people use it to help others, to help the world, or just to gain knowledge in general for their life path. It's just something that they choose to learn in these lives. Some people learn them and some people do not. That is just how it goes. It is a choice.
So what about your soul makes it so different for the energy to affect it right now?
It could be just a buildup of energy that needs to be shed. Over time you accumulate experiences, energy, and you could be affected right now because it is a purging and a shedding of that energy in order to really clear a path forward.
And why do we need to all of a sudden shed it to move forward when we didn't need to before?
It is a new earth, a new energy. The new energy cannot sustain the density of the emotion and baggage that is accumulated along the way. It is an imbalance of energy.
And it's forcing us to release it at this time?
Correct.
What about those who are choosing not to release it or are struggling with it? What happens?
They can succumb to their medical issues, or they can choose to rise above and find the ways in which will help them move through this energy and release it. But that is a choice as well.
Is that why we're seeing a lot of mental health issues at this time and medical issues?
Yes, you also have to account for the fact of different traumas that are taking place in your earth today.
Can you give us advice in general for those looking to move beyond these discomforts? How can they best do that, knowing about this energy?
You are very powerful beings. It is important to remember that you have control over your energetic field, whether it may seem so or not. But the things that you choose, the thoughts that you have, and the emotions you tend to embrace, those things have an effect on what is going on. For example, somebody going through something really difficult can choose to lean into that difficulty, or another person going through a similar thing can choose a different thought, can make different choices and have a different experience. It's all up to you to choose how you want to experience your life.
And we have more control over that now than we ever had?
Correct. you have the power to create.
Is that part of what we're learning at this time?
Yes, transmutation and creation.
And that's all energy rather than physical.
Correct.
Is that part of what we're learning as a species?
Yes.
Why is that important now?
It has always been important. It is just coming more into the awareness now. You are always creating and changing. It's the whole reason why you came here.
Especially at this time?
Yes, you're creating dynamic change within your earth. It goes to show how much power you truly have. It's just a matter of realizing this.
And many are realizing this, aren't they?
Over time, yes.